Yes!
Hello guys, let's get started with these answers. Dakota, you're the first one I seen on here, so I'm going to answer your question about CPAP. How do I run my CPAP when I'm not on shore power? Well, I have a Blue Eddy AC50S solar charger. I also have a 100 amp hour gel battery I can use in the van. It's a house battery, which I can charge it with solar, just like I can the Blue Eddy. I have 2 portable solar panels that I can use to charge stuff with. And I also have an AI power portable generator, one of the quiet ones, 1600 running watts, and I can charge my house battery with that or plug it into the van and run everything I need to. I even run my air conditioner off that in the van. This next question is from 2 people, woman in the rearview mirror and Annie. I use InShot editing program. It's $13.99 a year, maybe $14.99. I self-taught. I just practiced till I got it right. I edit on an iPad, and I sometimes also use iMovie on the iPad. I hope that answers your question. Next question by Hope Franklin. It's several questions, so we'll try to answer them very fast. I've been in my van since July 2019. Decided to do van life when I got sick with my heart, and it was not working well. It's a whole long story, that is. But I was down to working only 25%. I went home from the hospital to die. I didn't think I was going to make it, and I ran into Van City Van Life on YouTube. He inspired me. You know what? Get up and just do it. I got up and went to the YMCA, started swimming every day, decided I was going to do van life, found me a van. As soon as I got my heart working good enough to get my pacemaker, a month after I had my surgery, I moved into my van. I had my fur babies before I moved into the van. So I hope that answers your questions. And that's why I decided to do this life. I figure if I don't have a lot of time left, every minute I got left, I'm going to be doing something I want to do. And it's nice to be able to open up your door and see a different scenery if you want to, or in the same spot if you want to. That's why I decided to do van life. Thank you, Hope, for the questions. Laura's question was, if I could go anywhere and camp for a week with my van, where would I go? I would like to go to Moab or Alabama Hills or both. And I would like to see Colorado, camp out in Colorado for a week. There's my answer. Hawkins Family Adventure asks, how many kids do I have? I have 1 daughter and 2 grandbabies. They are my pride and joy. Thank you for the question, my friend. Inspired to Wonder asks, how long did I drive truck? I drove truck for over 10 years before I met my husband. I'm not married now, but before I met my husband and had my baby, I drove long haul. Cross country for 6 years. Drove for M&X, drove for England. I drove for a mom and pop company that hauled ski boats from Merced, California, all the way to Florida. I drove all kinds of big rigs, Stinger setups, Kenworths. I've drove Peterbilts, all of them, and hauled all kinds of stuff. I've hauled everything from beer cans to pillows to TVs to hot tubs to beer out of St. Louis. I've done a lot of long haul trucking. The best part about long haul trucking is I got to see the United States. That was the cool part about it to me. Thank you for the question, Inspired to Wonder. Valerie asks, how many cats do you have? 5. I've had 5 since I've moved into the van. I had 4 of them before I moved into the van, and the day I moved into the van, I adopted another. Rescued another. So that is the house, that is the tribe I have, 5. Thank you for the question, Valerie. Next question's from B-Bear. There's several of them. I've met about 20 YouTubers, somewhere in that number. I'm still building my van out. You know, I change something all the time. When you live in something, even if you live in sticks and bricks, you find things you want to change up to make it more comfortable or more to please you. I owned my van 2 months before I moved into it. I bought it a month before I went into surgery for my pacemaker, and moved in it a month after I had my surgery. So thank you for your questions, B-Bear. Much love to you. Hello once again. My friend Patty Crane has a question. How do I keep my cats in if I leave my doors open? Well, I can open my back doors. I have a screen. I built a screen to cover the back door area. And so I can leave those open. I leave them open all summer long. Sometimes in the winter I leave it cracked, but they bird watch out the back. But I cannot leave my front doors open unless I lock them in the back here, because I have a screen and the screen door that stops them from going up in the driver's area. So I can open up those doors and shut that screen door they're in the living area and open up my back doors and have a breeze going through. It works pretty good. Hope that answers your question, Patty. Thank you for the question. Freedom Dove asks, have I ever been married? Yes, I was married 7 years. I have a daughter and 2 grandbabies. Thank you for your question, Freedom Dove. Debbie F. asked me, do I like the area I park in? Yes, I love it here in Southern Oregon. It's beautiful country. If you ever make it to Southern Oregon, you should really check out the places. It is one of my favorite spots in America. My buddy Angler 2058 asks, when I'm going to pack up and head to West Virginia. I don't know, but when I do and I get there, I'm ready to go fishing, buddy. My friends from across the pond, Hitch Up and Tow, asked me if living in the van helped or hindered my mental health. You know, I feel so much better owning my own home, and I am living in it. And I think mentally it has been better for me. I'm not as depressed as I used to be living in sticks and bricks. I lived in an awful apartment. The great thing about this is I can go where I want to, can stay where I want to. So yeah, mentally, I believe it has given me much, it's made me feel good. Honestly, it was like a weight off my shoulders the day I moved into the van and drove away. Thanks, Hitch Up and Tow, for the question. Sandra was wondering where I got the tube that I put the kitties out into their tent. It all comes together. I bought an extra tube. You can get it on Amazon under Outback Jack Kitty Compound. Thank you, Sandra, for the question. My friend Laura asked how to find inexpensive places to park when traveling. For me, I've used rest areas, truck stops, Walmarts, Cracker Barrels. Also, you can download the app iOverlander, which is a lot of help. Definitely shows you free parking spots. And sometimes you can find inexpensive campgrounds. Also, BLM land is great spots to camp. Most of the time it's 2 weeks free, just depending on what part of the country you're in. But you can find all of that on iOverlander. So download that app and check it out. Andrea asks, what has been my favorite van lifer interview? You know, they've all been fun. I love them all. I had a lot of fun, though, interviewing Van Life Plus. Matthew is such a great guy, and he's fun to talk to. You guys should go check him out. Van Life Plus. Let him know I sent you. Next question from Charlene. My first full day of van life was July 1st, 2019. Hope that answers your question. Wolfgang asked a great question, a great van life question. To build a shower or not to build a shower. I have a shower in here. In the summer, though, I take a shower on my back deck. I have a screen or curtain I can put up. I take a shower outside on my back deck. I actually use this shower for storage. I know you think I'm crazy. And as far as toilet, I have a luggable loo that I have a case for, and it's like an extra seat in here. If I was going to do this again, I probably wouldn't build a shower, because it's just as easy, like I said, for me to take my shower on my back deck in the summer. The winter, I have a large tub that I just pull out of the shower, set it right here, and I have a USB shower head, and I just take my shower right there. That's how I've always done it. Or you can use a gym, or YMCAs have showers. I've taken showers at gyms before I moved out to the country where I park at the YMCA. I mean, there's all different places. Truck stops, you can take a shower. It depends on if you're traveling. But for me, it's really easy how I do it. I just heat up some water, put in a bucket, put my USB shower head, drop the bottom in there, and just shower off. And that's another reason I keep my hair short. It's so easy to clean and shampoo that way. So I hope that answers your question, Wolfgang. Martina1 asks, what's my favorite thing to do for Christmas? Be with my grandbabies, of course. But if they're out of town and I can't, I just stay in the van and fix myself a nice little dinner and watch a movie. I'm not a big holiday person, never have been, except for my daughter when she was little, and my grandbabies. Thank you for your question. Living La Vida Van Life asked me, did I ever have doubts when I started my van life, especially with pets? No. It felt like the right thing to do from the moment I decided it. I never had a doubt about it. Like I said, the day I drove out of the parking lot of where my apartment was, I didn't know where I was going. I'd never lived van life before, but I've watched a lot of videos about it. So I kind of knew I could go park where, like Walmart or whatever. But I had no doubts. It was like a huge weight lift off of my shoulders. So yeah, I did not have any doubts from the beginning. Thank you for your question. John Cooper asks, do I ever travel out of the state? No, I have not drove this van out of the state. Because of what goes on with my health, I've had to stay close to here. I have this pacemaker, and this first part of it, I've had appointments like every couple of months and sometimes every month to go in and have it tested or checked. At some point, I plan on traveling out of the state, but right now I stay in the state. So yeah, haven't went out of state a lot, but I have seen all the states from when I was a truck driver. Thank you for your question, John. My friend Patrick asked, how many hats do I have? I have about 6 beanies and about 8 caps, but this is one I don't wear very often. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun, and you get to know me a little better out of it. So, and there was someone looking for a van tour video. If you go to my channel, that's like the reoccurring video that pops up. But I also put a link to you. I think it was Jeff looking for that. I put a link to the comment for you, buddy. So you can see the van tour on that. And I'm working on a new van tour video also. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace out.